Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I'm Pretty Papercrafts 67. Today I'm just going to make a really simple document holder. I'm trying to finish off an ephemera bundle that I've put together for the Etsy store. And I have some really lovely vintage documents that I bought over time from the ladies at Witchcraft Do You Do. Some postcards, all sorts of different documents. I have scanned all of these. But yeah, I just wanted to include these into my ephemera bundle, and I wanted something to place them into. So I've made one and I thought I would make a second one. I've just done some embellishing. I am going to be using a freebie. This is the identification cards freebie from Witchcraft Do You Do. So that is available over at the Facebook group Playing with Paper and Glue, but it's also available on the Witchcraft Do You Do website underneath digital download. So we're going to be using that one. Yeah, so I've just done some stamping and some layering up different elements from this kit, and I've just used some stamps, and yeah, just sort of made a bit of a document holder. So I thought we might make another one, because why not have two in the kit? So I'll pop that one away. So I've got some, I think that one goes in there. I'm not sure now. I've got some extra vintage documents printed out, ready to go. So I think I've got about 7 there, and I've got a postcard, so they're ready to go to pop inside. And all I'm going to do to make the foundation of the holder, I've just cut a piece of cardstock at about 9.5 inches, and then I've just scored it at around about the 3 3/4 inch mark, just to make this little wallet. So that's as simple as that is. With this one here, I have machine stitched all the way around it, which I will possibly come back and do after, when I'm off a video. And I just wanted to break the colour of this, so I've just got a piece of scrapbooking paper here, and it's a bit of a vintage kind of feel. So I'm just going to cut a piece of that to fit this front flap. So I'll just quickly do that. So I want to cut it about there, and we'll cut it just on that red line there. So I'll just grab my trimmer. And how is everybody today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's still quite early here. I thought I would get in and beat the heat. So yeah, it's a bit of a rainy day today, so for that I am very grateful. Just trying to line that up on my cutting mat board thing, trimmer. And there's my mark there. Yeah, so it's a bit of a rainy day today, so that's sort of holding the heat at bay. But I thought I'd be clever and get in before it gets too much hotter. So that piece is just going to sit straight there, like that. So we may as well glue that in place now. Yeah, so heading off again tomorrow to my sister's place for the rest of the week. And then we're into February. I can't believe that January is already over. Where did that time go? I'm still getting over Christmas. This just goes too fast. All right, so we're just going to lay this piece down onto here, just level it up around about like that. And that just breaks that blue a little bit and gives it a bit of a background. All right, so now I'm just going to do some decorating. I want to cut myself a tab, and I meant to, I wonder if I can just quickly pick that up for a minute. No, it's already stuck. That's okay. I meant to cut my tab and place it down underneath the pattern paper before I glued it, but that's all right. We can do it a different way. So I'm just going to cut a tab with the same paper And I just want to place that around about there, sort of thing, like there. I'm thinking. This one here, I did tuck it behind the pattern paper, and I think that does look better, but that's okay because they can be different. So I'm just going to stick this one down in place. Just a little bit of glue. And I just want to kind of level it up with the page. Just about like that. I'm sorry if you can see a shadow also from the light. Like I said, it's very early here yet this morning. My husband is a baker. Oh, he's a bakery manager now, but yeah, he's a baker, so he keeps very early hours. So I tend to get up when he gets up. All right, so that's my tab, and I will sort of, before I close it up, I'll come along and sew around this patterned piece. So we'll add a bit of sewing in there to sort of disguise that tab, sort of. Okay, so now basically all I want to do is I want to do some decorating. I want to do some hand stamping. So I'll grab out some stamps and that. And where did I put my stamps? I'll just put them off here to the side. And I've got some elements from that printable kind of cut. So we'll go ahead and just fine tune those a bit. So I like these remarks cards, so we'll use a couple of those. We'll use a couple of those. I've got some identification cards here with names, dates of birth, and descriptions of height and things, so we'll use those. I've got the photographs here, so we'll use this time, we will use, he always looks a bit dodgy to me, this fella, so we might use these two. It's like a mug shot. Oh, we've got him too. Oh, I think I like him better, so we'll use him on that one, and this fancy lady on the other one, like that. And then I just want, I've got a couple of these photograph, I don't know what you call them, like specimen slide sort of things the photograph sits onto. So we'll cut a couple of those. And the rest of it will come to as we get going. So now, first of all, before I do anything with that, I just want to do a little bit of hand stamping with some numbers and some things, and I want to add a couple of postcards. If I can find, where did I put, not postcards, postage stamps, but where did I put my, here we go. So this is my stamp album that was given to me in 1978, so that would have been my 11th birthday. And over the years I've just been collecting some stamps. My dad, where my dad used to work, he had access to a lot of incoming mail, so he helped me to get a lot of stamps over time. But now I find I kind of use them in my projects sometimes. So I just want to pick a couple of stamps, and I'm just sort of having a quick look through. That one's very pretty. So that's an Australian stamp. We'll use that one. And we will use, always hard to pick. Oh, I don't know. See, I procrastinate far too much. So we use, oh, that's another red one, but that's a different red. So we might use that one, and then we might use something like that. They're all Australian stamps, but I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna, I want to put them in just, well, why couldn't it be Australian? We live in Australia. So I just want to sort of put these down in place around about here sort of thing. Just like that, I'm thinking. So I'll glue those down. Oh dear. It's been one, I know it's only Tuesday, but it's been one of those weeks already. It feels very, I don't know, I'm feeling very, very overwhelmed just of lately. I don't know why. I'm finding it hard to kind of concentrate. So I've been doing a lot of big projects. Maybe that's what it is, and now that they're all finished, well, those are finished. Doesn't mean that I haven't got more on the go. But yeah, I'm finding it a bit difficult to be able to concentrate just of late. So I thought, well, I'll do some smaller projects. Maybe that will help. All right, so I've got some stamps down there, and now I just really want to do a little bit of stamping. So I've just got my stamps off to the side here. So I just want to sort of put some postmarks and things like that down. So I've got that one, and I've got this one here. I just want to see what I've done on the other one so I can remember. Oh, yes. And so we'll put a couple of these on first. So I'm going to do that one in black. Oops. This one here in black. And these are just Tim Holtz. It's a nice black one like that. And then this bigger one I want to do in the red. And kind of overlap it a bit. Let's pull this down. So then I'm just going to kind of do that. Just having a bit of fun. That sort of thing. And I'll put these away before I lose them. I want to do a number, even though this will be covered, you'll still see it when you pull out the documents that are inside. So I want to do a number. So let's, oh, sorry guys, it takes me ages sometimes, as you know if you follow me. So we might just do this number here. I like that. And I'll do that in black as well. And I'm just going to put that one up there, about like that. Put that in place. And then on the tab itself, I'm just going to do this. What does that say? Serial number. So I'm kind of sort of thinking about like it being to hold, well, obviously hold your documents. When we were cleaning up Mum and Dad's place, I found a lot of manila folders stuffed full of important papers, you know, like deeds to the house and wills and insurance documents and all sorts of things. And my dad had sort of taken a manila folder and kind of folded it in half and put all the important documents into that and then stored them in the writing desk. So that's the sort of idea I'm kind of working towards. So that's all I've got up the top there, and I just think I might like something else there, but we can come back to that. I'm just going to put a little bit of ink around. I like just to have those edges defined a bit so I can sort of makes more sense to me that way. So just that sort of thing. I will completely ink all around, probably off camera, because that's quite boring to watch. But I just need that visual. It's funny, isn't it? All right, so we've sort of got that kind of thing, and now I'm going to just bring in some of these elements. So I'm going to use the photographs, and I want to pop those down on those little slides. I'll put that one down on there. I'll do that one there, and I'll do this one onto this one. And then I've just got these elements already cut, ready to go. So I'm just going to spend a little bit of time inking up some of these, and then we'll place all those down. So we've got photograph. And then I've got these elements here. Like I said, you can get this freebie over at the Facebook group, Playing with Paper and Glue. So I'll link that below, and you can also get it on Witchcraft Do You Do website. Now also don't forget that I will link that below also for subscribers to my channel. There's a discount code, so you can head on over, and I think that's for 25% off your digital product. So yeah, definitely head on over if you want to see more of the digital kits. If you're not already familiar, definitely worth a look. So all right, so I'm sort of just thinking I'm going to sort of pop that around about there on both sides like that. I'm sort of keeping this like a mirror image. So I've got those two there. Then I want to put my remarks card about there, and I am sort of following along with what I've already done because I think they could be a nice set. So and I like this lined paper because it gives me a mark to sort of work from. And then we're going to put our photograph there and our photograph there. So we might lay that down first, and then we'll add some extra bits and pieces. So we'll do this one here. And like I said, I want to line it up with these lines. That blue line I think is a good one. So we'll do that one there. Then we'll do this one here. I'll just kind of line it up with that blue line again, like that. And then these remark cards, or description cards sort of thing, description of height and so on and so forth. And that is Sophie Dubois. So we'll put Sophie around about there. And this one here is Jean Dupont. And we'll put that one around about the same area, around about there, like that. And then here we have Sophie Dupont, and here we have Sophie Dubois and Jean Dupont. I always sort of make up a little story when I'm doing a project of who they are and what they might be doing. And I'm just going to kind of line that up with that red line at the bottom. And the same with this one here. And sort of keep it around about the same. Alright, so that's kind of a base. I love this. I love this particular set. I've used it so often. Alright, so now I think I might do a little bit more hand stamping. Just do a few bits and pieces. So I've got this one here called identification, or it's identification check, which I think is perfect for this project. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to stamp one of those right down there. And I'm going to stamp another one on the other one, right about there, like that. And I just want some sort of number. So, I've got to clean my stamps. So they're starting to not want to stick to the block. So I've got a bit of a number happening here. So we'll put a number down here. That one there like that. And we'll put another number. Let me find another number. Yeah, that one looks good. So I'll put that one down there. And we'll put that one there. Just fiddling about. Okay, so now I also want to cut, oh that's right, I've got the one that says filed, and I think I'm just copying off the one I've already done because I was really happy with the outcome. So I've got a stamp that says filed, so I'm just going to stamp that sort of one there, like that. And another one there like that. And then I've just got a couple more elements I want to cut out, and that's pretty much done. So I want to put a number. What have we got there? No, that's not what I want. So I'm going to cut a number. I think I might make it a reference number. These are tiny, these little ones, but they look great as a finished, on the finished item, I think, if I can pick that one up. So I'll just cut that down the middle. And I just want to give that a bit of ink. One there and one there. Oh, there's my butcher birds. They come every morning and sing me a song. I love it. And then I also want to cut, I've used it from the kit already, so I'm going to cut, pardon me, I just want to cut out these two seals and reuse those. You could keep, I cut them round before, but I wonder what square would look like. That could look quite cool actually. I might leave them square this time and sort of put them in there like about so, and I want that and that there. And then the other thing I want to cut from the kit, although what have I got here? Documentation. That might do. I might be able to use some of these. Identification documentation, that'll do. We've got it, oh, we've got it there anyway. Oh, that's cool. Let's use the same thing. They're so sweet. They're like, good morning, where is our something to eat, please? Well, you're just gonna have to wait, little butcher bird. So we've got identification and we've got documentation. They're very fiddly, these tiny little ones. Okay, so we want that one there. So again, we'll just use a bit of ink. Oh. And a bit of ink. All right, and we'll stick all of these down. So we've got our reference numbers. I'm just going to kind of line that up around about there, that blue line, and I'll do a second one on the other side. And then I want to put these two seals on there. And just sort of overlap that to there like that. And overlap the same. It doesn't have to be in exactly the same place. Wherever it might land, I'll just put it about there. Oh, that's not even the right way up. About like that. And then we've got identification, documentation. So identification, we'll put that there. And then documentation underneath it. I should have my little set of tweezers out. I always forget to put them out. They would help when I'm doing these fiddly bits. Alright, so I'll just burnish those down. And I'm thinking I might just like another sort of number or something just over those to sort of blend them in a bit. So what have we got? We could just put anything, couldn't we? Any number that we have at all, or anything. So we might put that one, and I'm going to do it in the red. This is a big number, but I think it'll look good. And I'm just kind of go sort of like that, just like that. And then I'll pick another number because I figured they should be different numbers, maybe. I don't know, just to keep it interesting. And the other one we're going to use will be this little one here. And I'll do that as well. And we'll just put that there like that. And there you have it. Pretty much done. You could keep going as much as you wanted, but for me I think that works really nicely. It's got lots and lots of interest there, and then like I will come back and I will ink around everything, and I will sew around the front cover. I think I did sew around the back, but now we can add so here I've got all my vintage documents. I've got a postcard. These are beautiful. I purchased these from the ladies at Witchcraft Do You Do. This one here is the printable, the vintage documents printable. It prints out beautifully. But yeah, some of these I have bought as originals and I just can't part with them. So I've scanned them and printed them. That one is from the vintage document printable. So yeah, definitely I'll link that below as well. It's really worth having. Yeah, just beautiful. So I wanted to pop all of those in here. So I think there's about 7 pieces of paper there, and they just fit really nicely inside there like that. And then I'm just going to use a stapler and staple them closed, I think. That's what I found with my mum and dad. They had a lot of yeah, just stapling things together to keep them sealed. So maybe that was like a sign of the times. So that's one. And then one here. And I do want to sew, but I can come back and pull that staple out and then sew and then re-staple. So there you go. A very, very simple, easy project. But yeah, they're just something very cute to, well, not cute, they're quite pretty. They're quite, I love that vintage style, that old-fashioned photograph. So they will work very nicely with the ephemera bundle that I'm completing probably today. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope someone finds that interesting. It's good fun. Don't forget the printable, the identification cards. It also comes with a second page of file folders. So a very, very versatile kit. I use it a lot. So grab that one. Also, it's free. All right, everyone, please have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.